Good evening, children. Today I will explain about discovery of electron. Actually, basic concepts are completed up to average isotopic mass. Isotopes, isobars, isotones, isodiaphers, isosters, isoelectronic species, and average isotopic mass. Up to this one, basic concepts are completed. Now, we know that three main fundamental particles are present: electron, proton, and neutron. Today, I will explain about discovery of electron. What is the symbol of electron? Electron symbol is E minus. E minus. Okay. Electrons are present outside the nucleus. Electrons present outside the nucleus and revolve around the nucleus. Remember this point, all of you. Right. For discovery of electron, Jesus Tony actually discovered this electron. But for his thoughts was developed by using one design. The design name is cathode discharge tube. Cathode discharge tube. This cathode discharge tube is designed by William Crookes. Okay. First, I will draw that. Actually, it is a one tube. It is a one tube. This is one tube. In this tube, for passing electricity, through two electrodes are present. Electrodes means we know that wires, current wires. In current wires, we observe two wires: red wire, yellow color wires, or sometimes red, blue color. So different colors are present. In that one is acts as positive electrode, the other one acts as negative electrode. Okay. In this experiment, this is taken as cathode. Cathode means that is negative electrode. Okay now. This is anode. Anode means positive electrode. Okay, sir. This is cathode and that is anode. Now, in this one, these wires are connected to the battery. Battery or any switchboard. Right? Now this total tube is filled with a gas. If you fill just a limited amount of gas, it creates just a limited pressure. If you take more amount of gas, means it creates more pressure. Inside the tube. Okay, now negative and positive. But most of the students confused about cation anion and cathode anode. Cathode and anode, these two are called electrodes. In electrodes, that negative terminal is called cathode. And positive terminal is called anode. Okay, are you understand this one? Right? Negative terminal is called cathode and positive terminal is called anode. Now, And we know that ions, that negative ion is called anion, positive ion is called cation. Don't confuse cation and anion, these two are called ions. Cathode and anode, these two are called electrodes. Don't confuse. Okay, sir. So in this experiment, we are using cathode and anode. These two are terminals, wires connected to the battery. That battery maintains some current, means some voltage, and inside it is filled with any suitable gas. That gas creates pressure inside the tube. Okay, right. So this total experiment is called cathode discharge tube. Cathode discharge tube. Okay. Are you understand? So this is, so electron is discovered by G.J. Stoney. G.J. Stoney. And name suggested by, actually this person was discovered, but name suggested by J.J. Thomson. And actually this cathode discharge tube is designed by William Crookes. Now listen carefully, all of you. Sir, how to maintain this voltage and pressure, sir, means initially he applied only low pressure and low voltage. After that he observed the tube carefully. Is there any changes we are observed inside the tube? But how to observe the changes means, just inside the tube he kept any metal sheet like this. And metal sheet, observed on that metal sheet, is there any changes occurred on the metal sheet? Okay, so that changes the pressure and changes the current, means voltage. Suddenly at a particular condition, he was observed some changes on the metal. Okay, what is that condition? It is most important. After this one completed, right? Good, clear. The condition is low pressure and high voltage. Low pressure means nearly 10 to the power of minus 4 atmospheres. And voltage is 10,000 volts. Okay, Nana? So, just exactly at low pressure and at high voltage, he observed something coming from the cathode. Something is coming from the cathode and moving towards the anode. Are you understand? So that are finally concluded as those are electrons. Why? Because they are obtained from, their starts from the cathode. Cathode is a negative electrode, means negatively charged. Negatively charged means that particles also contains a negative charge, and simply another important one, those are moving towards the anode. What is the anode charge? Charge is positive. So only oppositely charged are attracted, and the similar charges are repelled. So positively charged, the particles are moving towards the positive electrode means the formed or the coming particles are simply negatively charged. Simply negatively charged. Okay. So that negatively charged particles are called as electrons. Or another name is also there here. That is, they are obtained from, starts from the cathode. Those are also called cathode rays. Okay, simply origin. Origin for this electrons here starts from cathode and moving towards anode. Very interesting, right? And what are the names? First one we know that is negatively charged rays. Negatively charged rays. Okay, another name, cathode rays. And third one, simply we know that electrons. So what are the other names of electron? Are negative rays or cathode rays. Negative rays are cathode rays. Right? So the condition is very important, origin is important, names important. The important points up to this one is, first one, who has discovered the electron? G.J. Stirling. Who has suggested the name of the electron? J.J. Thomson. What is the experiment used for the discovery of electron? Cathode discharge tube. What is the condition is suitable for the discovery of electron? Low pressure and high voltage. What is the origin of electron? They are starts from the cathode and moving towards the anode. And what are the different names of electron? Negative rays or cathode rays. Now we will discuss about characteristics of or properties of electron. Properties of electron. Properties of electron. First one, actually they are obtained from the cathode and moving towards anode. Say they move very straightly, means travel in straight lines. First point, travel in straight lines. Simply they have some speed. That velocity of the electron is nearly 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 11 centimeter per second. Centimeter per second. Okay, right. Second one. They have particle nature. Particle nature means they are obtained from the any particle, obtained from the particle. So they have particle nature and they have some mass and velocity. They have some mass. For any electrons, actually any electrons means actually in total universe is composed of matter. Generally matter is classified into solids, liquids, gases. In solids, in liquids or in gases, electrons are present because matter is composed of atoms. Matter is composed of atoms. In that atom, every atom, nucleus is present. Inside the nucleus, protons and neutrons are present, and outside the nucleus, electrons are present. So, electrons are the common main fundamental particles of the atom, and atom is the main fundamental of the composition of the matter. So that's why they consist of material particles. Material particles, and they have mass. They have mass and velocity. They have mass and velocity. And they have mass and velocity. Okay, Nana? Next, third one. Actually, the electrons carry one charge, that is negative charge. Not only for electron, if any particle carries either negative or positive charge, they are called negatrons. They are called negatrons. So they carry negative charge. They carry negative charge. So they called negatrons. They called negatrons. Okay, Nana? They called negatrons. Next one. These are very interesting. Listen very carefully. Actually, electrons have some speed. They move very fastly. If any object is present inside the path of the electron, they collide that object. And they have some speed means, the speed means kinetic energy. It is one of the energy forms, speed means. That kinetic energy is touch any object, this kinetic energy is converted to heat energy. Simply, electrons are moved with very high velocity, so they can produce heat energy. You know that, for example, touch like this, here produce some heat, we can observe. Not only sound, not only that effect, we observe some heat also. So, they produce heat energy. Okay, when they collide with matter. Right? When they collide with matter. They possess kinetic energy. Which is converted into heat energy. Remember this point. So that electrons having some kinetic energy. This kinetic energy is converted into heat energy. Okay, Nana? Right. Next one. Fifth point. For example, if you take a pedal wheel, and keep on the path of the electron, even the pedal wheel also rotate. Pedal wheel is like a fan. Take a pedal wheel, just this one keep on the path of the electron. If the electrons are moving towards the pedal wheel, that pedal wheel can rotate. We observed in so many movies, big fans on the hills. That fans are white color. They move slowly, but that movement is depending upon the wind force, and that movement or that rotations produce some energy. That energy is called mechanical energy. So here also electrons can rotate the pedal wheel and they produce the mechanical energy. It is very simple. That is first point. They produce mechanical energy. Because they rotate the pedal wheel. Okay, sir. Next one. Sixth point. They produce a green glow. When strike on the glass. Very simple. We know that in toggle tube, they are coming from the cathode and moving towards the anode. In that part, if you keep any glass, when the electrons are fall on the glass, they produce green glow. Okay. For example, if they are strike on the zinc sulfide screen, when they are strike on the zinc sulfide, it is a screen, zinc sulfide screen, they produce light. Just simply they produce a light when they are strike on the zinc sulfide screen. And if they produce, this is one of the most important, they produce X-rays when fall on the high atomic mass elements. High atomic mass elements means tungsten, copper, molybdenum. These are all examples. Copper, molybdenum, tungsten. These are all examples for the high atomic masses. Okay. Sir, what about the small atomic mass elements? They can pass it to the small atomic mass elements. Simply, 7th point, they are passing through the They are passing through the thin foils like aluminum, because these are all very small atomic masses, and those through the metals that electron is easily pass. Okay, next, it is most important point. This is main important point for electron. I think this is 8th point. It is independent on nature of the gas and nature of the cathode. Means which material used for the cathode and which gas is filled inside the tube. That is not a matter, because electrons are present outside the nucleus. There is no need for the perfect number. Electrons are always present outside the nucleus, so they can easily come out. Means for any gas, outside the nucleus electrons are present. In any cathode means, for example, if the cathode is made up with any metal, electrons are present outside the nucleus. It means they produce easily electrons to the outside. So that's why the electrons does not depend upon the nature of the gas and nature of the cathode. Right? These are the main important points of the electron. Okay, once again I repeat. First one, they travel with straight line. Second one, they have some mass and velocity. And third one, they are carrying a negative charge. They are carrying negative charge. So those are called negatrons. Next, they produce heat energy and they produce mechanical energy. Remember these 2 points. Okay, next one. If they fall on the glass, they produce green glow. If they fall on the zinc sulfide screen, they produce a light. If they fall on the high atomic mass metals, they produce X-rays. But they can easily passing through the thin foils. And last one, electrons are independent on the nature of the gas and nature of the cathode. Okay, thank you very much. Discovery of electron and the properties of the electrons are completed. Tomorrow I will explain about discovery of proton and discovery of neutron. Right? Thank you very much.